Okay, hello everyone. So, I wanted to cover this because I saw it happening and I was like, what in the actual fuck is, like, what the fuck? You know? So, uh, Jake Doolittle, basically. I saw it here on Twitter. It came up on my recommended feed. But I saw this tweet from Rob's Media. It said, what a surprise. Just like last time, Jake Doolittle put a copyright takedown request on and placed a strike on my second channel, Rob's Media Archive. Don't worry, Jake. I have tons of backups, you disgusting little worm. Hope knee surgery went well. And I was like, wait, I know Jake Doolittle. I'm subscribed to Jake Doolittle. Not on the account I'm using, by the way. I'm subscribed to it on my own personal one. I watch a few of his videos. Don't watch them all, because don't care. And then underneath, it says, obviously it's his content, but it's an archive. He's not doing this to protect his content, but instead to hide his mistakes, instead of own up to them. And I was like, yeah, it is a bit weird. So, I had to download this video as well, just in case Jake managed to get it taken off of Google Drive. So, we have it here. So we're going to watch this one first. Then we're going to go into this tweet, and then we'll watch his response. But this video is called I'm Frustrated by Commentary Channels. And hold on, let me go back to the tweet. The thumbnail has Cody Co and I'm Alex in it. Now, if you don't know, I'm Alex got exposed for being a very disgusting, violent man towards his girlfriend. His girlfriend Alice came out and basically just exposed him for abusing her. He hasn't been seen on the internet since. Cody Co got exposed for basically statutory raping Tana Mojo. Now I'm saying statutory because technically she did consent to it, but she was under the age of consent, so it was illegal still. He got exposed for that. I don't think he has addressed it at all. But this is his fucking thumbnail, so it's like, So we're gonna watch this really quickly. I can speed it up, thank the fucking Lord. Can I? Okay, apparently not.
Hello everyone.
Oh god. I can. Okay, we're gonna put it on 1.5. And we'll just see how that goes. I'll keep that turned up.
Today is going to be a little bit of a
Oh no. 1.2.
different video because I am frustrated with a lot of your favorite creators. I've been wanting to make this kind of video for quite a long time. I've been very nervous to do it because I didn't want to burn bridges, but at this point, who gives a fuck? So I guess just to get started, 2 to 3 years ago, I started a nonprofit, Never Stop. I have sunk thousands and thousands of dollars into Never Stop. At first, it was not successful at all. And I was paying money out of pocket to cover the donations that we were making. At the beginning, it was more of a grassroots operation where I was just sending people money through PayPal, and I was trying to fundraise as much as possible. But now we are a nationally recognized nonprofit, and we just received our first grant. We have 7 volunteers, 1 part-time employee, a treasurer on board. Like, this is a fucking real operation here. And one of the biggest problems that we have is fundraising, because a lot of nonprofits make money based on where they're located, right? So if I only gave out $500 a month to people in need in the state of Maine, then we wouldn't have a financial problem. But we have a problem because my audience is from everywhere across the United States. I have 750 applications from different people across the US, and I can only give money to 1 person a month. The way that we choose our applicants is based on need and urgency. So if somebody needs to cover travel for, say, a heart surgery within a week, then that person is going to be chosen. I think over time we have almost 30 people that we've been able to give money to. Since the nonprofit has been an official IRS recognized nonprofit, we've given $500 a month, and then before then it was just basically whatever I had to give. Now over this time, as you may know, I have grown on YouTube. I'm almost at 300,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But
Good
there
job.
has been no YouTuber who has ever inquired or donated any money to Never Stop. I've actually even
Okay, before we continue, why does it matter? You have people donating. Why does it matter if a YouTuber donates? There are thousands of charities and nonprofits that people can donate to. Personally, I donate to ones that help children who have cancer, who help children who are having like bad mental health problems in Ireland, because our government isn't funding mental health care for these young children. And like they've fucking put 9 million euro into phone pouches so that people can't use their phones in school. But that 9 million euro could have gone to helping young people with their mental health, people like teenagers and children with their mental health. But instead that went towards phone pouches. So I donate personally, and I don't make money off YouTube, I make money off my own fucking back. Okay? I donate to mental health care for young kids and for teenagers. I donate to cancer charities because that's meaningful to me. I donate to shit like that. I personally don't know what Never Stop does. I'll look into it happily, and if I want to donate to it, I will. If it means something to me, I will. I know it means something to a lot of people, but I donate to things that mean something to me.
Been sent merchandise to creators to try to get them to talk about Never Stop, and it only worked with one, and that person wasn't even a YouTuber, it was a singer, it was a songwriter. And throughout this video I'm not going to name names, but I would like you to know that I am going to name names at some point, possibly next month or so.
What? Okay, so this man just said, YouTubers, you're not donating to my nonprofit, so I'm going to start naming you, and I'm going to blackmail you. He is publicly trying to blackmail YouTubers for not donating to his fucking charity. They don't have to donate to your charity. It is not their fault that your charity is not doing well.
If my following up with these people amounts to nothing and I keep getting ghosted. A lot of these YouTubers love talking about holding people accountable for their wrongdoings and all that kind of shit, but when I try to say, hey, if you have any extra money, we are giving $500 a month. I know that you just put on your close friend story that you're making 15 grand off this brand deal. Hey, I would love the help. My views are down, but you're getting...
When they say they love to hold people accountable, they're talking about people who groom children, who are pedophiles. And no, I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube, but I'm not fucking afraid to. They talk about groomers and pedophiles and fucking abusers. And people like that. Fucking racists. That kind of shit. Not people who don't donate to a fucking charity. They don't have to donate to your charity. That's the thing. You're acting like all these YouTubers are like, oh hey, I'm gonna donate to a charity this month. Jake, what's your charity again? And then they just fucking don't do it. I know there is someone who basically like started talking to him about the charity and then stopped. I don't know the full story. I'm assuming we're gonna get into it here. But like, girl, they don't have to donate to you, so stop trying to fucking blackmail them into doing it.
I don't know, 50,000 subs a month. What are we doing here? I don't think there has been a creator that I've worked with that I haven't told about Never Stop. The only person that has been willing to work with me is a beautiful soul who is a artist. I don't want to name names, but if you want to figure it out, you most likely can. As of today, we have given...
I don't want to name names of the people who have donated to me, but I will name the ones who won't. That doesn't make fucking sense.
Been around $12,000 to people in need over the last 2 to 3 years, and I know that that's not a lot, but it's what we've been able to get. Right now, we have, I think, $6,000 in the Never Stop account, and that has us covered for about the next year. But I am 100% fully ready for this fundraising to slow down. Like, over October and November, I raised like $2,500 on my YouTube videos, which is the best feeling in the world. Also, shout out to Google for withholding those funds. That's a whole other problem. Google isn't paying out to the people that I'm working with, so there's no fucking money coming in. But that'll be paid out at some point, I hope, or else then there's another video complaining. I want someone to tell me
yay.
senators and representatives are more likely to work with me than other influencers in the commentaries.
You want to know why US senators and politicians work with charities most of the time? For their image. So that they can continue what they're doing. So that they can continue getting voted in. YouTubers don't have to worry about that all the time. The only YouTuber that does have to worry about that is Mr. Beast, and we know he's a big problematic little shit right now. So...
Space who I have talked to within the the last 6 months? How come other nonprofits that are doing between $10 and $30 million a year in donations are willing to talk to me, but these fucking YouTubers cannot give $500 in a one-time payment out of their, I don't know, 50 grand that they're making a month? And by the way, all of this you can write off on your taxes. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
What the fuck? All of this you can write off on your taxes. You do realize that's the kind of shit that we don't want. That's the shit that we don't want. We don't want people donating to a charity just so they can put it on their fucking tax forms. That's what we don't want. Like, no.
These are people who are getting a shit ton of money and will not know what to do at tax time. And this is a way.
Hold on. Hold on. Did he lose subscribers? I don't know. Okay, let me just go in here. Per video, 18,000, 55,000, 39,000, 71,000, 52,000, 16,000, 36,000, 84,000, 122,000, 92,000, 94,000, 28,000, 170,000, 280,000, 19,000. Okay, so, sir, you are acting like you don't make a shit ton of money from videos. Like, the way he is saying this, he is acting like he doesn't make a shit ton of money from videos. He's not making as much as a lot of YouTubers, but he is still making a shit ton of money.
To offset that fucking tax bill, but I guess there's no knowledge there. So because I'm petty and because this isn't about supporting me, it's about supporting people who need the support, I'll give a bunch of examples about how YouTubers have...
Because I'm petty. Babes, this isn't petty, this makes you look incredibly fucking desperate, and it's also disgusting. Like, if this video, I'll read the comments on the addressing everything video, yeah, because there are some bad ones, but if this video was still up on his channel, I would read the comments on it, and I know those fucking comments were like, his fans were going, Jake, I'm so sorry, I can't donate, I don't have the money to do it, I'm in a bad financial situation, shit like that. I know it's like that because I've seen videos of people going through those fucking comments. I don't remember what videos they are, but it's fucking disgusting.
Ghosted me and not wanted to help with Never Stop. And I'm not doing this because I think that it's going to light a fire under influencers to donate to Never Stop, because it's not going to happen.
That's exactly what you're doing. You're hoping you saying, I'm going to start naming names, is going to get YouTubers to start donating just in case it's their name. But that's not what happened. Instead, you created a bunch of fucking backlash towards yourself because you made your fans feel guilty for the fact that they can't donate.
This video is not going to do anything, but I want there to be some kind of mutual understanding between you and I, the audience, that there's no support here. I have a bunch of people who follow me and have unfollowed me, who have had multiple opportunities to change the lives of people who, by the way, are also fans of them. Like, a lot of us have crossover in our audiences, and it's super frustrating because...
Okay, yeah, but they don't know their fans. That's the thing. Jake saying this is him being like, they don't care about their fans. They don't know their fans. They don't have to care about their fans. I hope that they care a little bit about the people who, you know, support them and are the reason they're making a shit ton of money. But they don't have to fucking donate to your charity just because you have some crossover. Like, that's stupid.
You know, they have an opportunity to give back to the audience who has changed their lives, and there's no willingness to reciprocate it. So here's an example that happened literally last week, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. So this is somebody who I have spoken to, we have made content together, and we were following each other on social media. This person would comment on my stuff all of the time, and would send me DMs about some of the stuff that I posted. It's very congratulatory, it's very like, woohoo, love you so much. And then I noticed, after having a DM exchange with this person, that they had unfollowed me, which I thought was interesting because under my posts, they were always commenting and like rooting for me. So this person, and this one was a public story, but a lot of these people post on their close friends, and I'll swipe up because this is a close friend story. Like, none of it makes any sense to me. So this person posted how much money they're making on their public Facebook story, okay? And so I swiped up and was like, hey, that's a lot of money, or like, that's a lot of people supporting you, that's insane, congratulations. Then the person responded to me and was like, thanks, you know, it's crazy, I'm trying to do good with my money. And this was just supposed to be an exchange of me saying, hey, congratulations, that's insane. And this person said, hey, I've been trying to do good with my money. So if behind closed doors you're gonna flex me and say that you're doing good with your money, fucking show up. So I said, hey, if you...
Okay, but they can do good with their money without donating to you, to your charity. They could be donating to children's cancer research, to domestic abuse shelters, you know, women's shelters. They could be donating to any one of these things, and it's not your charity, but they're still doing good with their fucking money. Them not donating to you doesn't mean that they're not doing good with their money.
You want to do good with your money, I would love to get on a call and talk with you about member stuff. And this person unfollowed me and left me on red, which I think is hilarious because...
Yeah, because you're trying to get them to donate to you, but you're not telling them anything about it. Yes, they could have waited and been like, okay, tell me more about it. But it looks fucking weird. Like, yeah, I get you want people to donate to you, but if you're congratulating them and they're saying, yeah, I'm trying to do good with their money, that probably means they're already donating to things. They don't have to donate to you.
You can't post how much you're making. You can't say, hey, I'm trying to do good with my money. And then when I say, hey, if you want to do good with your money, let me know. I would love to talk to you. And then you just fucking leave me on red? That's insane. Not even a response. Any kind of a response that would be like, hey, you know, I appreciate what you're doing, but I've been giving to different charities that support something that I'm closer to. I'm okay with that. But you can't say that you've been doing good with your money and flexing all this kind of shit and then not give any proof or show any kind of anything. This next one.
Girl. They don't have to prove to you that they're donating. You know what's annoying? What I find personally, I find it annoying. I find it annoying when a YouTuber will post about what charities they're donating to, especially if they post a whole video about it, like one that has ads and everything, because that means they're making money off the fact that they're donating to charities. That just annoys me because it like looks scummy. And this man is acting like you need to prove that you're donating to charities. No, I fucking don't. I do not need to prove that I'm donating.
One is somebody who I think is a friend. I do like this person, and this person has been around for a long time. We've made content together. We've had really good times together. I've seen this person in person. And so because I was frustrated, I asked this person if we could just talk on the phone about how I could get influencers to work with me on my nonprofit. I see all of these people doing charity streams, doing charity shows. They're raising $4 million. I don't know how to word this, but I would do so much with 1/100th of that money. If we're giving money directly to people through PayPal, it is changing the days, the weeks, the months, possibly the years of these people. And I understand that it's not a lot of money, but $500 to help pay off the principal of a medical bill that you have can reduce so much stress and make you feel so much better. Whether that's covering groceries or whether that's covering fucking wheelchairs, I don't care. But we have the ability to give directly to people. There is no nonprofit that is doing it.
Yeah, and you still have the ability without this fucking video. You'd still have the ability without YouTubers donating. Yeah, you're not going to get as much fucking money, but you still can fucking do that because people still donate. Like, you're acting like nobody's fucking donating. There are people who are donating. They just can't donate as much money, and you're getting fucking greedy.
Doing that because they're so big. We are so small scale that we're able to influence people in a way that no other nonprofit can. So I got on the phone with this person, and I'm like, hey, I've had no support from other influencers, and that's really bothered me, and I don't quite know how to go about it. And they were very honest, and I call them because they're very honest. And because I made a video that wasn't received well a year ago, people don't want to work with me. But the problem is, when you're putting out as much fucking content as I am, there's going to be videos that aren't received well. I feel like that's simple math. Just in the last 6 months, I've posted 73 videos. Who else is doing that? And this is not to flex, this is not to be like a fucking show off, but I am working my ass off. And at some point, there are going to be videos that...
Well, maybe make sure to put work into your fucking videos and make sure that they can't come off controversial. Like, it's not that fucking difficult to not piss people off.
that aren't perceived as well as I'd like them to be.
Like, okay, yeah, there are going to be people who don't agree with you, because a lot of people make up their opinion very quickly. They're not going to always agree with you. But if you're putting out content and you're not actually fucking, like, doing proper research, you're not fucking making sure that you're not bullying someone in the process, then it's not going to make you look good.
There's going to be times where allegations turn out to be false, and then we have to backtrack. That is the job that we are in. So I say to this person, I'm like, hey, why won't anybody in commentary work with me? They give a reason, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to put our bank statements online? Do I need to have a running tally of how much money we have in our bank account? Because it's not that much. A lot of people look at nonprofits as like a way for people to get decent money or a second fucking salary. I've made no money. I have lost so much money. I have only put money into this project. Up until 2 months ago, there was an event that I didn't talk about at all that Never Stop did. We raised some money, and I got a Square card reader for like $30 or something. And that was the first time that I had bought something from Never Stop's money rather than my own. And to me, that's a big deal. That 30 or 40 or $50, I don't remember, I can show you the statements if you'd like, means that we're close to being self-sustained. And I'm making this video because Giving Tuesday just happened. We got $20 or something. And as of recording, if you're self-employed, you've got a few more days to offset your tax bill. And so I'd like to fucking call on you to do that. I guess, sorry, and to go back to...
I don't like that he keeps on bringing up, you can put this on your tax form. Are you putting it on your tax form? Are you putting on your tax form that you are donating so much money to your own fucking charity so that you can make more money? Because that's disgusting. Like, I don't know how nonprofits work. I don't know. Like, I'm assuming nonprofit, you're not making any money from it. But if he's putting it on his fucking tax form that he's putting in so much money and donating so much money to his own fucking charity, then he's getting money back. That's disgusting. Especially given he's bringing this up.
To that call that I had with that person, who I respect a lot, this person said that they were hesitant to work with me again because they were nervous about how it would be perceived over one video that I made 1 year ago that people didn't like, that I apologized for. I have released over 100 videos since then. I have realized the mistake I made in that video, whatever the fuck, but it's fine because growth isn't a thing. I've got a few more stories because I'm frustrated, and this most recent one, I will make another video on at some point. This was one of the most strange situations I've ever experienced in my time of being a creator, and I have to talk about it. I won't say names right now, but I probably will later on. Somebody reached out to me on Instagram, somebody who could change my life, could change hundreds, possibly thousands of people's lives, asking for advice. I got on a phone call with this person. I gave this person advice, and because they asked for it, right? And then after this call, I say, hey, I really appreciate that I was able to give you advice, but I would love some advice on how to grow my nonprofit because I feel like you know a lot about this kind of stuff. I would love to talk. And I'm going to send a follow-up this week. But if there's no response, I don't know what to do. I gave this person content strategy advice and then asked for advice in return, and now I'm left on red. I've been completely fucking used by this person, and I don't know why they reached out to me in the first place. That one I'm gonna keep a little bit more vague because I still have my hopes up, I guess. But I mean, there are a lot of people who I've made videos with in the past who have just stopped talking to me, who have unfollowed me. I was in the middle of scheduling a video with another commentary creator who I respected a lot, and then this person unfollowed me, stopped responding to my messages, and didn't have the fucking balls to tell me why. I have so much respect for the person who said, hey, I'm hesitant to work with you right now because I don't know how people are going to perceive it. I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't understand it, but at least there's a reason. The people who hide behind closed doors and unfollow me and, we have conversations and I give advice and they give advice and then it just stops. That's fucking crazy. And that is so lame. Somebody who I made a video with in the past, multiple videos, actually took down every single video that I've made with them. And that was tough. That is somebody who I knew since day one, who I thought was...
Yeah, but people don't want to have to fucking... Like, I get it's upsetting when someone does that, but if you've made it that you are a controversial figure, people aren't going to want to work with you, and that's not their fault. You can't blame them for that. Like, yeah, it would be nice if they would explain, but also you can just assume if you're controversial, because he is a lot more controversial than he is saying, by the way. Like, there are a lot of fucking videos about him. But, like, yeah, there will be people who work with you, but there will also be people who want to keep up their image. Like, working with someone who is controversial. Now, Jake isn't the most controversial in the world. Like, there are people way more controversial. For example, I'm Alex and Cody Go. But, like, Jake is acting like he hasn't ever done anything wrong, and that's stupid. But, like, people like to keep up their own image. So working with Jake could get them a lot of fucking hate. So that's not going to be good for their image.
He's like a really, really good friend. And, I helped this person through controversies and real life stuff, and they said that they thought I was using them for clout, I guess, when in reality we both started at the same time. I knew this person when they had 6,000 subscribers, but of course I'm using them. And if you look around this person, all of their friends have stopped being friends with them because this person has cut all of them off, and I don't really know what's going on with them. I still have like a special place in my heart for this person because we started out day one 3 years ago together. We were, I don't know, we helped each other out a lot, and then, you know, at some point like a year or a year and a half ago, this person decided to stop talking to me, and then new friends would come in and want to be friends with this person, and then they would tell them about how I tried to use them. And here's the thing, I've always said that if this person ends up talking about me online, I have a million receipts and I have a million different things that I want to say, but, you know, I don't want to start something unless they feel the need to. And there were also people who I was ready to invite to my wedding, who I would talk about, like, once I propose, I can't wait to have this wedding and have a bunch of people there who I love. They're all people who I've reached out to, like, hey, how's it going? Asking about things that only I know about, like, hey, how's this going? I know this was stressing you out. Nothing. And that really sucks. And I think, honestly, that's just how the influencer world works. The people who mean the most to me are not in commentary. And it is like a weird, people always say that commentary is very clicky, and it is. Like, much bigger commentary creators have reached out to me and been like, hey, I don't really like that you said that, so, you know, can you take that down? And because they know that I'm fucking so sensitive and such a little bitch, I will take it down. I don't know. I'm starting to get really peeved off, and so I just thought that I could rant for a little bit. I don't think this video will do anything, but, you know, check out Never Stop. I appreciate you all. Have a great day.
Okay. So, my thoughts on that is you're a fucking idiot. No offense. Just there. And, I see why you are getting a ton of fucking hate. So, let's go to the next one. Now, Rob's Media posted this underneath his original tweet saying, update, he placed a strike on the hospital livestream too. Thanks, Jake. Here it is. Now, I remember when he was actually streaming this because it came up on my subscribed feed, so I went into it and I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I literally just came out of it because I didn't know what was going on. But when I went in there, he was talking about how he should stop getting hate because he's in the hospital or something. I don't know. So let's look at this. What the fuck? I'm gonna put it on 1.2.
Hello?
Is he high? He looks high.
Oh shit. That's awful. Hello? Barbecue high. Hello everyone. I'm in the hospital, Zach. Can you please check your email properly? This is me checking in. Just to give a little update, a fun little hello. I am currently looking into well, I dropped out of my college program because I can't handle it because of my recent health stuff. I released like a video like 2 days ago that was really bitter and annoyed. So this is me just checking in, saying hello, apologizing. You know, I texted a few creators and said, hey, sorry about this. I appreciate you. And you know, it was stupid anyways. H3's live title is your name. Awesome. Sick. Yeah, I think I'm just checking in because, you know, this is my third time in the hospital in a few months. My video was that I deleted a video about Cody Co. Oh, it wasn't about Cody Co. I was just mad. It was a bad video to BH. Yeah, and that's why I took it down. I mean, it wasn't. I was kind of.
No, you fucking bitch. You took it down because you thought you blackmailing all these fucking YouTubers was gonna go well. And it didn't go well. You thought you were gonna get away with it. And you didn't. So you had to take the video down.
I don't know. I thought I would talk about something that was close to me. And last time that happened, that didn't go well, so I do apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm kind of just trying to weather the storm. You know, a lot of people are gonna keep. Can I have backlash? Absolutely. And I, you know, You shouldn't feel the need to delete videos that are important to you. Yeah, but usually the videos that are important to me, like, don't get, it's like a bad take usually. Like, people don't like it. You should go on H3 and talk with them. That won't do anything. I'm about to schedule fucking 2 more knee surgeries. I have no, no. It'll be like my 10th and 11th knee surgery. H3 is being a little bitch again. That's good. Yeah, I don't know.
To be fair, I don't like well, I like Olivia and AB. And the other ones, can't remember their names. I don't like Ethan. Or the wife, can't remember her name either. But, like, they're always little bitches. They will cover literally anything. They will cover the stupidest shit, because that's what makes them money. You can't get offended over that.
But, yeah, I appreciate that, Angelina. I mean, here's the thing, like, I completely understand people making videos about it, but, like, I don't know, I am very, this is just going to be, did I blackmail my friends? I didn't think so, but, I mean...
I didn't think so. Yeah, in the video he went, I'm not going to name names right now, but in a month or so, maybe. I will name names. I'll name names in a month. Girl.
Your takes were wrong, though. I mean, my whole point was, like, not to name names, but,
My whole point was not to name names. I'll name names in a month. Girl, be so fucking for real. What the fuck is he doing? Oh, well, he is in the hospital, so, like... This looks like when you're on Omegle and some old dude is talking to you and he just randomly goes down and shows you his dick. Like, that's what this looks like. Jesus, sorry. Oh no, there's more. I do apologize. I had the flu last week and the cough hasn't gone away yet. Okay. We're back up to his face. So, back here.
You and Turkey Tom should duke it out. No. Why are we live? I don't know. I'm about to lose everything again. So, hello? Yeah, sorry, yeah. It's just bad timing. Like, I really wish that I could take care of this stuff and then, like, mentally and physically prepare for, like, another online thing. I'd really like that. But, my knees kind of just fall apart every 3 years. And so it's been, like, 3 years. I know. I feel like I need to take December's off. I haven't been able to record anything for, like, the last 5 days because I've been on the phone with insurance and doctors. We did get a lot of donations in supporting Everstop, which was great. But
yeah, because you guilted people. You only got those donations because you guilted people into thinking they had to fucking donate to you.
Which I guess will be good. But maybe this will help. The worst part is I can't take a break. Like, I financially can't take a break because shit like this happens.
You can. You make a shit ton of money off of YouTube. You don't... Now, again, you don't make as much as other commentary YouTubers, but you still make a shit ton of fucking money unless you're fucking... CPM or whatever the fuck it's called is gone to shit.
All the fucking time. So I end up literally just getting surgeries, and then that's when I have to take time off. So I have to, like, upload everything. My mom was helped by your charity. I mean, it doesn't. I appreciate it, but nobody believes it. I was on the phone with insurance literally all day trying to get some help, but that didn't work. And literally yesterday I posted about the United Health guy. Yeah, and you know what sucks is, like, every single time that, like, there's a health thing going on, I'll post, like, a random thing, and then that's what will get me in trouble. I've had like 15 surgeries, and insurance is questioning whether or not I need an MRI, which is cool. I love you, Jake. I'm absolutely rooting for you, and Hannah, I wish you the best. Thank you. I was supposed to work today, but I couldn't. I mean, I'm not going to name drop. I mean, that's no literally, I said one thing where I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do if, like, I don't know what I'm going to do if Never Stop continues to have no support.
Girl, no, you said, what you fucking said was, I'm not gonna name names right now, but I will in a month or so. That's what you fucking said.
Like, I've been reaching out to so many people.
He needs chapstick.
My knees. I've had 9 knee surgery, so this is like, this will be. So anyway, you could do a backlog of videos to upload when you're down. It's the worst part is like, am I in the hospital? Yes. The worst part is like I try to do a backlog and then I'll like grind out videos and then I'll like make a video where I'm like, hey, you know, like I feel kind of alone and like, and it was about like Never Stop and trying to,
Girl, you were trying to get people, you were guilting people into donating to your fucking charity. If your charity isn't doing well, that's not YouTubers' fault. That is not YouTubers' fault. They don't have to donate to your fucking charity. Stop trying to guilt them and stop fucking looking at me like a freak.
grow that and how I feel like there's been no support. And I think, I don't know, people took it differently. Put the phone down. I can't. I literally have to upload something and record some bullshit video that I don't care about. So,
Yeah, but you're on a fucking live stream.
I'd love to get on Fortnite right now. That'd be great. We got, and here's the thing, like we got like a lot of support from the last video, but and it's going to be life changing for a lot of people. So I'm so
Okay, I can't keep saying it. He only got that support because he guilted people.
I strongly suggest you take some time to reflect on why people took the way they did. I mean, I understand. It's kind of how I talk behind closed doors, where I'm like, you know, I am so upset.
Sir, if that video is how you talk behind closed doors, then I understand why people don't want to be your friend.
That I don't know, and I can't help more people, and I'm not making, you know, I'm not doing well. I love your content. I'm so surprised. Like I completely understand. I completely understand. That's not thoughts on the title of the H3 cast today. I don't know. I would love to be able to not think about it, but you know.
I don't care.
You try to emotionally manipulate your fellow creators to not donating to your charity where I even make the video in public. So that's not what I was trying to do.
That is what you were trying to do.
The people who I was talking about unsubscribe to the channel, so I was kind of like, I don't know. I was just trying to out loud rant, and like I don't know. I'm not getting views. Like it was just. Here's the thing: if that was on Patreon, it would be fine. But like, I don't know. I took it down with I don't know 11K views, and I was like, this should be okay. I mean, you're allowed to rant on your channel. I honestly feel like I'm not. Would you ever consider?
You are, but you're not allowed to gaslight people and fucking manipulate them into donating.
I'll call you. I'll talk to you. I'll do anything. I don't care. Threatening an ultimatum of 1 month. I know. And like the thing is, like when I said that, it's literally like that footage is like 40 minutes long. I sent that to an editor because I can't because I have been focused on trying to get my health, and then I just posted it, and it's I don't know. You can use my donation for it.
So it went through another fucking person. The video not only went through Jake, it went through another person, and then it went back to Jake, and then he uploaded it. So there were 3 instances where he could have said, no, this isn't a good idea. There was an instant where the editor could have said, Jake, I don't think this is a good idea. Also, if you're not doing well financially, why have a fucking editor? Why do you have an editor if you're not doing well financially?
The foundation. We actually, it's been amazing. Like we can't vent. I feel like I can't because I personally can't handle like the backlash. I don't know. And now I'm in the hospital for my other shit. It's about how it's perceived, sadly. Yeah, and I mean, I think that's, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. I'm actually, you know what's crazy, and I'll say this right now, I'm actually looking to, I've saved a bunch of money and put it into retirement, and I'm trying to get disability approval because I just can't. I'm trying to just take everything out. Have I seen the Tom Dog video? Yeah. I actually used to be friends with a guy who worked for him, so like that's not a surprise to me. Like the guy who works for him has like texted me about trying to talk about things, and I just don't, you know. But I take care, but I don't think H3 is a good guy. What's the timeline of it? Did you not get disability? Well, I'm working. The timeline is I'm working full time, and I'm self-employed. But the downside is when like views and people unfollow me, like that doesn't count for disability. You know what I mean? Like I'm disabled. I've been disabled 100% my whole life. Did I delete the donation video? Yeah, we actually received the biggest donation we've ever received, and I got to text that person and thank them, which was amazing. Andrew from the video you made with Adam McIntyre. Crystal, today I'm in the hospital, and I thought that it would be a fun little stream because honestly, and by the way, for the people who are donating right now, Connor Murphy and Courtney Karma, Corinna, thank you. What's the timeline?
Okay, I see why people thought it was Adam, because he literally read out that comment when I don't even know what the fuck he just said, but he said Adam's name, but he didn't actually address what she asked. Like I think he said, "Are you talking about the video you made with Adam McIntyre?" But he never actually fucking like said, "No, I wasn't talking about Adam McIntyre." He just went, "Oh, I'm in the hospital right now."
On the surgery. Well, I mean, right now, usually I need to get in with the surgeon. It's been like, 2 years since my last one. That one's in New York because the surgeon who I want to see couldn't do it. I don't think you're money hungry. I mean, if I took money from the nonprofit, I understand. But like, what I think sucks is like.
I think you're money hungry.
But like, I don't know. I just feel like. I don't know.
Girl, I don't care.
To help and I feel awful. I don't think streaming is the best idea. Yeah, that's okay.
It's not the best idea. You should get off the fucking stream.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. No. If I took money from a nonprofit, then I understand why people would be like, I'm begging for money, you know? Like, I've never taken money from a nonprofit. And so I think that's why.
Yeah, but the way you said that they can write it off in their taxes. Girl, that sounds wrong. That sounds like that's what you're doing.
I have such a problem with some of the videos. It's like, that was my chronic line. Dude, people will comment that all the time. I don't know what he's talking about. Chronic Lyme is a real thing. Long-term Lyme is a real thing. I did have a realization that I was given the diagnosis of chronic Lyme prior to that being a controversial thing, and now I have long-term Lyme. It's literally like just that antibiotics didn't take. There was people saying you took 90%, and I don't know where you heard that from. Yeah, I mean, people are saying that I took 90% because I had a small merch order called Never Stop Clothing that I took. That 10% of the profits were going into it. Mind you, I made this literally when I was like 16, I think, and this is sort of how it was structured the whole time. We probably took more than 90%. I mean, there's so many comments. But let's see. Shit, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know where they. So it always gets misconstrued. So I took 90% of the profits.
Yeah, I don't care.
I feel like on one hand, I can, but on the other hand, did I pocket the money? No. It was all held in a Shopify balance account, and all of that was then used for repurposing. But I mean, I would love to explain it at some point, but I honestly don't feel like people are going to be receptive.
I'm not watching any more of that because it's annoying me. So we're gonna go to his addressing everything video. But that live stream was the stupidest thing I've ever seen anyone do. I'm gonna turn on captions. It's on 1.5 speed, but I will slow it down if I need to. But he should not have gone live. That was the stupidest thing he could have done in that situation.
Hello everyone, my last video sucked, and the following live stream of me in the hospital trying to see what my audience thought of the video and if everybody hated me was also a really stupid fucking decision. I wanted to be known that that live stream was not a response to the videos made. At the time there was one video made about me, and I went live against my fiance's wishes. She was texting me the entire time telling me to get off live, but I thought that I could explain.
Is your fiance Ryland Adams? Huh?
What was going on while in the ER, in a lot of pain, and dealing with insurance shit. I was literally like, I'll go live, I'll see what the audience thinks, and then hopefully this will all be over, I can explain everything. But first of all, going live and trying to talk about that kind of stuff was really dumb. Also, being in pain, not in a good mental state, and in the middle of talking to nurses, also very dumb. Not only did I go live thinking that I could clear everything up in the span of 20 minutes while waiting for results from knee scans, I also just dug myself a deeper hole. There's a lot to address, and thinking that I could clear things up while on a vertical live stream, holding the phone below my chin is clown behavior. I was genuinely trying to compartmentalize everything that was going on, and there was one video that was made and H3 was going live, and I was like, okay, so if I address this, then there's nothing to talk about, everything's all good, and then I can focus on my health. And in reality, while in the hospital live streaming and getting results like that, it only made things worse. So this, I guess, is my response to everything that's been said. I want to start out by saying the video that I posted.
I haven't seen this yet, but I'm hoping he fucking addresses why he put Cody Co and I'm Alex in that thumbnail. I'm also gonna readjust myself because my hip is starting to hurt. If you know, you know. But I'm hoping he will address why Cody Co and I'm Alex were in the thumbnail of that video. Because that's just fucking scummy. That is making people want to click on it.
Was very upset recording that. The attitude and the tone, everything was bad. I saw it as annoying and entitled. And prior to recording that day, I had been dealing with one of the first like big major health scares that I've had in the last 3 to 4 years. Since I've started YouTube, my health has been somewhat okay. I've only had 1 or 2 surgeries in the last 3 to 4 years, whereas prior to that, there was a lot more and a lot more doctor appointments, and I felt much worse. I was kind of riding a high of feeling okay. And then I started to get pains that mimicked a lot of what I felt prior to the first round of my surgeries. So I was on the phone with my surgeon and insurance trying to get an MRI approved, but it wasn't able to be approved because I needed an x-ray first. I recorded that video with no notes or preparation. It was 45 minutes as a raw file, and I sent that off to be edited and thumbnailed. It came back as 15 minutes, and I dragged and dropped it into YouTube Studio, attached the thumbnail, and said fuck it, which was probably one of the worst choices I could have made, but I think that's kind of where my mind was at the time. I had also been declined for disability insurance because since I'm self-employed, I don't meet the requirements of disability insurance because it would be like trying to get coverage for a house in the middle of the ocean trying to get like flooding insurance. That also added to my stress because if I end up going through another period of time where I'm very sick, I don't have any sort of backup plan. I had no topics to talk about. I had just watched a video of a YouTuber talking to the camera and ranting about like things that he was passionate about, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that, and I'm upset and I'm scared and I'm frustrated with everything that's going on in my personal life, so who cares? Especially since it was a complete throwaway video. There's a lot of the stuff that I was saying in that I still stand by, where, you know, I want never stop to work. Like, all the basics of it are still very true, but then in my anger, I would say things like, if after a month nobody ends up donating, then I'm gonna have to talk about the people who have declined to donate. And that's fucking stupid. That was me trying to be like, this is how hard I'm trying to make things work, and in reality, it came across as, you know, I have a bunch of rich people who I know. Why don't they give my charity money? I haven't been happy with the way that we haven't been able to up the amount of money given over time, and we are only getting more and more applicants, and we don't have the finances to give out more money to more people. Also, because videos that I've been posting haven't been getting views, and I'm freaked about not being able to post or make money if I have another health.
Girl. He just went, videos I've been making haven't been getting views. Girl. What do you call these? 84,000, 71,000, 39,000, 36,000. Maybe your fucking personal videos don't get a lot of views? Maybe that shows that your audience do not give a shit about your personal life. 52,000, 18,000, that's a day. That is a day of content. Girl, be so for real.
Scared. I was like, it's something to post. It's not going to get views anyways, but I might make $100 off of it. And that was also...
This man just said, I might make $100 off it. Girl, I wish I could check how much money he was making off YouTube. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. I want to do that. If I have to pay to do it, I will happily fucking pay to see how much money this man is making right now. But like, the only way he is making $100 off of like, which one? We'll say this one, the one before that. 39,000 views. I don't know how much YouTubers make because I don't make money. But girl, if you made $100 off of that video, this one right here, then your CPM is in the fucking tank and you should just go get an actual job.
Really fucking stupid. I had been telling myself, like, I'm gonna post every 2 to 3 days. I think it was on day 2 or 3 that I hadn't uploaded, and I was like, I have to do something, let me just fucking do this. It was the worst decision I could have made. I do not feel entitled to your money. Your money is your money. As somebody who's freaked about his own personal money, if there was somebody reaching out to me being like, hey, do you want to hear more about my nonprofit? I'd be like, well, I have to take care of myself first. And I don't know the people who I'm talking about's fucking financial state. It was a wild assumption to be like, you know, if anybody has extra money, like, I've made a few videos with them, where else would they get their money? And that's fucking very, very dumb. Especially while the
that is dumb.
Of, like, building things up. If it speaks to what my mindset was, I posted that video genuinely not thinking anyone would see it because our website is not functioning at all. I thought that people would recognize my frustration as me trying or showing people that I care, and that's just the wrong way to do it. I didn't want people to think like Jake has had Never Stop for the past year and a half. The number of applicants have only gone up, but the number of donations made has not, and I didn't want that to come across as me being content with what we're doing. Like, I want there to be more. It kind of just came across as like a crazed, like, upset person who's not happy with his friends, his health, like really anything in life, and that's the worst. I do think that it was my initial reaction to having the first day in 3 to 4 years where I was just on the phone with doctors and insurance, and I mean, good God, I could have just waited a day to record. I also didn't think that would get views or attention because I made statements in that video that needed context that I didn't give. Like, I assumed that this was going to be to my core audience. Nobody who I was talking about would see it. It wouldn't be a big deal, and then now it's a whole thing. I said that no nonprofit gives directly to people like we do or something like that. And so my core audience knows that in previous videos I've talked about, like, I think it's really cool that we're able to give money through PayPal and have it in the recipient's pockets within seconds. But without context, that's me saying no other nonprofit does what we do. We're the best. While we're giving 500, I mean,
Girl, that is exactly what you sounded like. That is exactly what you sounded like. Because you were like, YouTubers should be donating to me, when they could very well be donating to something that is helping a lot more fucking people than you are.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I also said something like no other YouTuber is posting as much as I am or something. First of all, that's just completely false. With context, to be like all of my mutuals who I've been friends with for a while, I mean, they upload, like, basically they upload once a month, and I'm working so hard. But like, in reality, these people are putting a bunch of effort into their content, and I'm not. That's why I can push it out like that. I did take notes on this video, so I'm trying to go through them.
Bro is fucking admitting that he doesn't put effort into his content. That's not a good thing to say, baby.
I seem a little jumbled. There's a lot to cover. The reason why I ended up talking about how no influencer has donated to Never Stop is, out of all of those stories that I told of people not giving to Never Stop, one of those happened recently, and that's the one that spiraled me into a fucking tizzy. So a YouTuber reached out to me and wanted to get on a call and wanted to hear more about my
Okay, well, before I hear about this, sir, you need to make sure that whenever you fucking spiral, you don't go on a fucking camera and make a video about it. You need to make sure you calm yourself down. If you still want to make that fucking video, make the damn video, but you are going to get hate for it.
Profit, and we talked about like all this different stuff. I got my hopes up. Like, this was somebody who could change Never Stop, and kind of was saying things like, you know, I want to hear more about your nonprofit. Let's talk more about philanthropy. Let's do like, and so in my head I was like, holy shit, I mean, this is amazing. And then that person stopped talking to me. I found these fucking niche little times that I've talked to other influencers and used that against them, and that was really fucking shitty. And I don't want to give too much detail about this situation because this whole idea of threatening to say names was so fucking stupid in the first place that I don't want to now have this video be me releasing a name. But like, I built up in my head over the span of a week different possibilities of working with this person and pitching things, and they had reached out to me, and I know for a fact that I put too much like pressure on that whole situation. I don't think that anybody is obligated to give me money. It is all out of me just being frustrated that things aren't going as well as I'd like them to be. I'm not making enough money to really change anything with the outcome of Never Stop. And I started to find like situations where I was like, oh, well, that person I spoke to a few times and they didn't give me money, so I could use that to back up my claim and argument that people should give me money. And I apologize for making people feel pressured and like hinting at outing people who didn't fucking donate. Again, I've been taking notes for like 2 days trying to get everything in order, but now that I'm reading this back, everything's not in order. So I made 3 copyright strikes after that video. The only videos that I copyright striked were pure re-uploads to YouTube with no commentary over it. There's a lot of people who think that I have been copyright striking critical videos of me.
Okay, but also, people are allowed to archive content. Like, yeah, you are allowed to strike it, but it also just looks bad. Because people are, like, a lot of people like to archive content. Most of the time they're not making money off the archive. So you could have just put a claim on it. If, like, you could have literally just put a claim on it and left it up. That's all you should have done. You didn't have to strike their channels.
I am completely okay with critical videos. I watch a lot of them, and they hurt my feelings, but like, a lot of it's valid criticism. I will talk about the criticism that I think is completely unjust in a little bit, but when it comes to the copyright claims themselves, they were straight re-uploads of the live stream and my original video that I took down at like 11,000 views. I retracted one of the strikes on the re-uploads because the person emailed me and asked me to retract it. I also felt bad because this person created a new YouTube account to try to re-upload archives, and they had already gotten like over 2,000 subs off of an archive channel. My goal was not to ruin this person's channel, so I took back one of the strikes, and then I think they only have one standing for the next 90 days. And even if I am not mentally prepared to deal with commentary videos about,
Like, girl, the problem with striking when you could very well just copyright claim the video striking their channel means that you don't know if you're going to be their third and final strike before they get terminated. Like, that's the issue with it.
Me, I'm not going to take any action against that because I make commentary videos. I understand that sucks. Now, I guess we'll talk about Never Stop's sort of behind the scenes funding and stuff. The way that Never Stop is structured, it is a 501c3 nonprofit organization out of the state of Maine. Here are some of the payments that we've sent out this year. Starting in October, here's 500 we did via PayPal, 129
I don't care.
for an event that we did. This was a Walmart grant right here. These are just various payouts from Stripe and PayPal. Another sticker mule purchase, Staples.
I don't care.
And like pamphlets that we handed out during this event. The only withdrawals are business expenses and the $500 a month. If there's any confusion with Never Stop,
I don't care.
the way that I was told that we should structure everything is we take the Never Stop clothing and the Never Stop fund and separate them, because Never Stop clothing, Jake Doolittle, my company, would take 10% of the profits and donate that to the Never Stop fund. Two completely separate entities. Probably stupid as shit that they were the same names, but I had started Never Stop clothing when I was 16 years old on Facebook, selling to my mom's friends just for proof. Look at this. Never Stop. Isn't that nice design? Jesus Christ. Liked by my fiance in 2018. Prior to YouTube, prior to everything. That was one of our later releases. There were other ones that I can't find. The Never Stop Fund was started because I had made the Never Stop clothing brand and I wanted to give back to people who are going through the same thing that I once was. Never Stop clothing was first, and then I liked the name Never Stop and started Never Stop Fund. I didn't want to get rid of Never Stop clothing, so I made them two separate entities. And in retrospect, that's confusing as shit. And if I could do it over again, I would just have personal merchandise and the Never Stop Fund with maybe not the same name. But I thought since there were two different URLs, it would be better. I don't know. And I apologize for the confusion. On the upside though, since there's been so much confusion and so many questions, 100% of all of the profits from the Never Stop clothing brand now go into the fund. And the reason why the websites are so funky is
Good.
because I am trying to merge two websites into one and still have the clothing brand, but also have the old website redirect to the new one. This is the Never Stop Fund application form. People were wondering about the security
That's
of this.
nice.
When you upload your tax return or any proof of disability or food stamps or government programs, the file is only shared with my personal email, not the Google Workspace. I'm the only one who sees all of this. I absolutely want to address this website. This is the one that we're currently trying to rebuild, but as you can see, prior to the controversy, I literally was trying to figure out how to add pages to different Shopify tabs. And seeing the mistakes that I've made while trying to build up Never Stop on such a public platform is horrifying. So up until now, I feel like all of the criticism has been very valid. I can take a lot of the jokes that people are making about my health. I also understand that it all seems insane. It all seems crazy. I get and also don't get why people don't understand it. I feel like it's people who have never experienced like strange autoimmune stuff who are like, there's no way he could have actually been this sick. Like that's what I dealt with my entire life, and I can sort of brush that off. But there are a few things that I feel like I need to address that I don't think are justified at all. So again, because I hate myself.
Girl, are you gonna talk about why you put fucking Alex and Cody Co in that fucking thumbnail? Are you gonna talk about why you fucking said that they could write off a donation on their taxes? No?
When I watch every hate video about me, I watched H3 go through essays that I had wrote in college about my experience. I forgot that I even wrote these. We were given an assignment to talk about like different kinds of discrimination that we've seen in our lives and how it's affected us or been shown towards us, right? And so I wrote these two little articles and then was asked to post these on our school's blog or whatever. I would have never done that had I known they would be in front of hundreds of thousands of people. This first one is called Age Discrimination. That's about me being young and in college and trying to get opportunities, and then people would think that I was too young. That one at the time was very bothersome to me because I was like 16 or 17 trying to get full-time jobs, and they were like, you're too young, but you have experience. And I was like, but the experience! And they're like, no, you're fucking 16 years old, stop. This one to me has been the worst that people have talked about. Actually, no, the second worst, because there's also people posting a video of me when I was 15 talking about how I'm sick, or 16 or something. That's insane to me. This one's called Disability Discrimination. It was made in 2020. I think it was, what, 18, 19? And I talk about how I've been sick for the last 15 years. There's been a good amount of people who have been reading this, and they're like, I don't fucking believe it. I think it's stupid as shit. I don't think this even happened to you. And luckily,
I will say, I don't like when people say they don't believe that someone's sick, because I understand that. I personally understand that. So, you know, I'm not gonna say anything here, but like it is very important to realize that a lot of fucking disabilities are completely invisible. You don't have to be showing things for people to know you're sick. Like, I am constantly in fucking pain. I can't eat certain things because they'll either make me throw up, or TMI, they will literally run right through me and I won't be able to get off the toilet. Like, and that's because of certain things. I'm also working on getting diagnosed with autism, and I can't walk I can't walk very far half the time. Sometimes I can't even fucking walk. So I get what he's saying.
Really enough for you because you have made it so that I have to do this. I will show you all of the medical records that I have on hand and also scans of the inside of my knee proving to you that this has all actually happened. That's actually insane that I've gotten so many comments and so many people
He shouldn't need to show his medical records and his fucking scans. That is stupid.
have been saying that I've been faking everything, that I need to do this. I couldn't read, comprehend, or genuinely think because the pain was so bad. That is true. The diagnoses that I have affected me neurologically to a point where on bad days, I was just sort of sitting in my bed with an eye mask and ice packs on my forehead and headphones because I couldn't fucking function. I went to like a brain retraining program for people who have had strokes because my eyes weren't tracking, like I couldn't read or track across like a page without getting migraines or write or really genuinely use my fucking brain. In the end, they attribute everything to like that tick bite, but I mean, who knows? In middle school, I started to fully understand what discrimination is. One day I showed up to school in a wheelchair because I woke up and I couldn't walk. So I'll give you details on that. I woke up and I couldn't walk. I couldn't do crutches because it was affecting both of my legs. I rolled up to the front door and the nurse greeted me by rolling her eyes. She pulled my mom aside and told her that my wheelchair was too much of a hassle and a distraction. The entire school I thought I was faking my pain for attention. We actually spoke with lawyers regarding that, and unfortunately we didn't have a case because I did not kill myself due to the treatment that I received from Mahoney Middle School in South Portland, Maine. The middle school I went to was a very old building and it didn't have elevators. They only had stairs, but on the stairs, to be ADA compliant, they had these little things that you could roll a wheelchair up on, and it would take like 5 minutes for this thing to go down the stairs. I was like, hey, can I leave class like 5 minutes early? A janitor or somebody can help me navigate this. I was the only person who needed to use it. The nurse was saying how much of a problem that was because there needed to be someone to man the chairlift, and so what they ended up doing was just putting me in the like teacher's meeting room and bring me meals, and so I would be there for like 6 hours. Also, I want to clarify, I said I couldn't read, comprehend, or genuinely think because the pain was so bad. So like whenever I used my brain or read or tried to do homework, me saying I couldn't do this means that it would cause migraines and headaches and I would feel nauseous and I would sometimes vomit. Not that I didn't know how to read, but that when I did these things, it would cause me so much pain that I would say I couldn't do this. I did have 100 doctor appointments in 1 year. That is true. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. Okay, let's chat. A lot of people are saying that Lyme disease is fake. Chronic Lyme disease is fake.
Lyme disease is not fake.
Like, these are channels with like 3 million subs who are saying that chronic Lyme disease is fake, which is really insane. When I was diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease, that was not a controversial thing. Here's the thing that disappoints me the most. It's all based on terminology. Basically, I was bit by a tick when I was 3. I didn't start treatment for like a decade after, and so they weren't able to catch it and treat me like they would with somebody who got Lyme disease and they caught it early. Because it was in my system for so long, I was on antibiotics for a majority of my life, which is really, really bad for you. People literally just read headlines, and it really frustrates me because people who have Lyme disease that isn't treated by the first 30 days of antibiotics, according to some of these big channels, are completely fucking false. But the report that they're quoting from the CDC, this is the exact same thing that they're reading. They do not read the entire thing that says the conditions where patients experience prolonged symptoms due to Lyme disease is called post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome, and its cause is currently unknown. The Centers for Disease Control encourages using this terminology when communicating about prolonged symptoms due to Lyme disease. They discourage the term of chronic Lyme disease because it implies that prolonged symptoms are caused by an ongoing bacterial infection when in fact the cause is not currently known. So I use Lyme disease as a blanket term for the co-infections that I got from the initial bite. I have a diagnosis of Bartonella, which is a parasite that's in your blood that I got from the initial tick bite of Lyme disease. We would assume, this is all guesstimating, the only thing that I can tell you is what shows up in blood results and what my diagnoses are. They don't know what really caused all of these things. I have these marks specifically under my armpits and on my legs. That is called Bartonella rash. I understand why people would be confused, but then to say that I've been faking it because I used the wrong terminology because it was not told to me when I was 13 years old and diagnosed is absolutely insane. I also saw that H3 said that there was no way that I could be 23 with 9 knee surgeries. Here are photos from every single surgery that I had. This goes back to 2016, 2017. I'm sorry that I'm cropping these weird. It has the location of the surgery center that I go to. April 25th, 2017. This is me dancing in another hospital bed. Fuck. Pre-surgery. July 7th, 2017. August 25th, 2017. 2017 again. August 13th, 2018. I don't remember if that was knee or if that was a different one. This is some of my most recent ones. January 7th, 2021. April 1st, 2021. And then April 22nd, 2022. And also, just because I am trying to be a open book, I went into my insurance portal and the only things that I can find are from my most recent insurance that I got. So these are some of the diagnoses. I mean, chronic pain, who cares? Muscle wasting and atrophy, that's because I had just had screws in and I wasn't moving. Okay, so osteochondritis dissecans, I believe, is what's causing the cartilage to shred constantly and for my menisci and stuff to be so weak. That's also...
Okay, I'm gonna skip past some of this because I couldn't give a shit.
know who he is. He has been posting this horrendous fucking photo.
Oh, I skipped to the perfect thing.
The original photo said you have to look a little bit more enthusiastic. So I did that as a silly joke. I mean, he has been constantly tweeting about me. I attempted to do a bunch of AMAs talking about like never stopping stuff on Reddit. They all got taken down because I'm stupid and I didn't have enough karma to post, and all the mods ended up like auto taking these things down, obviously, because it was against their terms of service or whatever. And the only one that stayed up was a Lyme disease subreddit I had posted on. And I did that because I was going through these subreddits, and the main problem is nobody has money, and a lot of the treatments you have to pay out of pocket. I did that to be like, hey, this is where you can apply. That was taken as me failing at everything. He only ended up tweeting this video here. That was a news story done when I was, Jesus Christ, like 15 or 16 years old. What the fuck? This is the shit that really, really bothers me. Honestly, when people go like, he's ugly, he's fat, he's stupid, that's fine. But when you start digging up like shit that I've done in the past to try to like talk about what I've been going through, that's insane. Oh, I also needed to show my knee scans. Fuck. All right, so here are my knee scans. So this was from one of my left knee surgeries. So
Girl, I don't know what that is.
In my knee, and because my bones at the time had broken apart, they were shredding my cartilage. A little breakdown of all the surgeries. Left knee screws in, left knee screws out. Right knee screws in, right knee screws out. Left knee cleaning and repairing cartilage. Right knee cleaning and repairing cartilage. Left knee cadaver cartilage, cadaver bone, plate screws. The other knee, the exact same thing. And then number 9 was taking all of the hardware out when the cadaver cartilage and bone had set in and my body had accepted it. What I'm feeling right now in my knees is more of the shredding, and my surgeon told me that this would be something that I would have to go back for like a cleanup every like 3 to 4 years, and it's kind of about that time. Now back to this video that was posted. So to promote the nonprofit that had given me free flights to go see a specialist, they asked me to do this news story for them. Like, hey, we're gonna promote our stuff and we would love to have you on camera. People like Keemstar think that this video is a bomb being dropped, and I don't quite understand. I am prepping for a bunch of people to use this video against me, but I don't know how. I've also talked about this on my channel before. I've not been hiding this. So that's when I couldn't read or write without getting migraines. This is a different place that was trying to retrain my brain and eyes. This is not the stroke place that I went to. And then my mom talks, and I'm not going to show that because she fucking cries. This is so frustrating. Okay, and then there are some comments that really bother me, and this is a lot of the mindset of the people who think that I am Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I have grown up as Gypsy Rose. I've got the fucking glasses. I just need to switch up my voice. Okay, either he's actually chronically sick or you just unearthed a Munchausen by proxy situation. Clear case of Munchausen's by proxy. Did so little he bankrupted his mom. We really need to get to know this man's mom. So that's on Twitter. And then the Reddit community said, this is so interesting, like he's never really gotten a solid diagnosis. If chronic Lyme disease isn't a thing, maybe he does have lasting effects. I don't know, I have so many questions. I admit, I have suspicions of Munchausen's, but I feel like I'm in the wrong. I feel like a huge dick, whatever. Munchausen's is way more prevalent because of social media, and I ticked all the boxes. Sure, it can exist, but without Jake's personal medical files, it's not reasonable to speculate that his illness isn't real. Well, I showed you all my medical files, and I've shown you the inside of my knee tearing apart due to those diagnoses. I don't know what else I can give you. I'm sorry if this is unbelievable. This is why I started.
You know, people shouldn't be... Oh, that's just really fucking annoying. Okay. Jake, for one, shouldn't have posted that video originally, because that was stupid, idiotic, and people should not be using his illnesses against him, because I'm personally going to say it. I don't think I will ever come after someone for the fact they're saying they're sick. I think if you are saying you're sick, I'm going to believe you unless there is a reason for me not to believe you, and I don't have a reason not to believe that Jake has this chronic Lyme disease. He has problems with his knees. I don't have a reason to think that he doesn't have those problems. So I'm not going to come after him for that, because I believe that. But I am going to come after him for trying to blackmail YouTubers into donating. I'm going to come after him for guilting his audience, who are more than likely not doing well financially, to donate. So now, let's go to the comments. You didn't hint at naming people, Jake. You explicitly said you would. Do not try to change the reality of what you said. Ugh. What made me uncomfortable about that video is your sense of entitlement over other people's money. Why did you clickbait using violence against women? You specifically used the faces of commentary YouTubers known for mistreatment of women. Besides the entitlement of others' money, the assertion that the only way for rich people to do some good is to give to you. You then clickbaited with Cody Co, an alleged rapist, and I'm Alex, an abuser. Why would you do that, Jake? Maybe when you film an angry video, sit on it and watch it in the morning and see if it still seems like an appropriate thing to post. I've been sick all of this year with many appointments and procedures, but I wouldn't go to recording and posting a blackmail rant and then blame it on being sick. You don't need a charity, you need a therapist that can help you sort out your issues. That whole video was slimy and gross. The real irony is that your charity now seems like some sort of self-serving investment. Like, look at all this good I'm doing now, aren't I so great? And you got pissy that people weren't joining in. It's goofy, you seem goofy, stop, get help. You threaten to name drop other YouTubers for not donating, then says, oopsies, I'm just too passionate about my non-profit and I'm sick. That's just disgusting. Nobody, no matter how much money they have, should be forced to donate to your charity. There are thousands of non-profit organizations in the world that need funding as much as yours. I just received a Christmas bonus at work. Am I obligated to give that to your charity, or can I buy my family gifts? I'm honestly conflicted. Love that his fiancée did the Ryland Adams get off live move. What a hilarious callback moment. You said, I came across as instead of I was. You threatened to name drop people for not donating to your charity. You are entitled. You are an entitled human being, and posting a YouTube apology a week later doesn't change the fact that you are the same person you were last week. Thank you once again for the yearly Christmas crash out. So if you don't know, Jake did kind of mention it. I don't know why he got into controversy last year, but literally this exact time last year he was in a controversy. Don't know why. Don't care. But yeah. TLDR, I'm changing my opinions because I got backlash, but I still think I'm in the right. Sorry, not sorry. Please donate to my charity. You clearly need to completely step away from not only YouTube but the internet overall to get some therapy on your anger issues, because this is scary to come off as being unaware of what you're doing and thinking it's okay to broadcast every little detail of your life to call out people that upset you when it should have been kept private in the first place. Sure, it would be entertaining to us in your mind, but in reality it's damaging to everyone around you and not entertaining. Stop trying to fix something that is already broken. That is a good point. Okay. I don't see anyone asking, besides from that one person, about why I'm Alex and Cody Co were used in the thumbnail. I'm chronically ill, disabled person. I would never ever promote or say anything about your charity. You're cooked, son. You should be. That's Reddick. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that here. If anything else happens, I will happily record another video, but I'm going to go now because I gotta do some stuff. So, thank you for watching. Goodbye!